Hello everyone, welcome to our channel The Planner's Way. Myself Rohit. In this video, I am going to explain one of the key topic, resource units. I have touched up a little bit while defining the resource pool in the unit of measure, but as it is a key topic, so I decided to make a separate video on it. Let's dive into the video where I will give you the insight regarding the resource units. What is resource unit and why it is critical to define the resource unit in the first instance before assigning the resource. Starting with the basic definition, units define how a work is measured for the resource. And in Primavera, we can define different unit of measure for different resources depending upon the resource type, whether it is a labor resource, non-labor, or that of the material. Most of the instance for the labor resource, we pick up the units on hours and days, and for the non-labor, we pick up whether in the hours or that of the shift. But for the materials, there are several units, such as for the cement, we pick up on bag, and for that of the steel, we pick up on tons. To pick up the unit for any of the resource, we need to be on the resource window, and the resource that we are selecting its unit, we need to pick up that resource, and we need to go on the details tab of the details section, where you can change the unit of measure to whichever we want to put across. Similar for the non-labor as well. And for the material, we can pick up the units as we want. For example, for the reinforcement steel, we can pick up the tons, and that of formwork, we can pick up the square meter. That's all regarding assigning the units onto the resources. And for the activities, we'll introduce the resources onto the activity. Let's suppose for this activity site clearance, we have picked up a couple of resources, which are project managers and labor, and that of the excavator. I want to demonstrate to you how the system picked up the budgeted unit at that of 40 days and what this budgeted unit means. It means 40 units of effort of the excavator is required to complete this activity. It gives us an idea how the work is measured as per the resource. So to complete the activity site clearance on 5 days, we need to have the excavator work for 40 units. And secondly, how we got this 40 unit. How the P6 calculate is, it will pick up 8 slash per day as that are budgeted units per time. So for 1 day, the excavator will work for 8 hours. The activity is getting last for 5 days. So 8 into 5, that is 40 units. That's how it has picked up the 40 unit as that are budgeted. If you feel it need to be more than 40, on that case, depending upon your duration type, you can change whether the units per time or that duration. The software is picking budgeted units per time in days. We can customize this from the user preference as well. If you want to set it up in the month, we can change it to, but it will not impact in our calculation. The ideal one that we use is the days. Depending upon your project requirement, you can set it up either in the months or that of the days. The budgeted unit will work as that of the original duration or the resource dependent activities, as they are the one driving the dates in the schedule. And similar to that of the excess and remaining duration, we have actual units and remaining units, which will be auto calculated if we have turned the autocomplete axials on while progressing the activity. Else we need to set them up manually as per our site requirements. For the resource, so you need to have the correct unit placed across the resources, which will keep an overview of how the resource need to be consistently work on the activity to complete it. So unit defines the measurement, not the scheduling logic. If you get the units right in the first place, Primavera will start to make sense. Once we have the correct unit in place, our calculation for the cost will also be correct. That's all regarding the units from my side. For more insight, please subscribe to Planner's Way. I'll see you in the next video.